Hey guys, happy Monday. This is Scott over at Excavation Marketing Pros, and I want to show you a special training showing how to book more appointments for your excavation and septic services. So let's go ahead and dive right in. And I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to walk you through how to turn dead leads into book jobs using your digital marketing, automation, AI, and this strategy right here. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. All righty. And there we go. Okay. So how to fix your excavation or septic sales funnel in 4 easy steps. Spoiler alert, there's really only three because the last step is, of course, collecting payment, making the sale, and having a new job. So really it's 3 steps, but we'll say four. And you're going to be turning dead leads into book jobs using your digital marketing, automation, AI, and this strategy right here. So, the very first step of this training is to diagnose like what specific problems you have in your sales funnel. And it could be more than one problem, but it usually falls into one of at least one out of three of these buckets, if not all. So the first one is, are you getting enough leads? Do you even have enough opportunities coming in from your marketing? If you're just relying on word of mouth referrals, that's awesome, but sometimes those can be few and far between, right? So you need to have opportunities coming in, whether that's through digital marketing, mailers, some sort of a system in place that is getting people to raise their hand that you can leverage. Without that, you're not going to get enough opportunities that's scalable to create a predictable system in place for you to grow your business. Okay. And some of you are on the other side of the spectrum where you have enough leads coming in and it's not a matter of quantity anymore for you, it's quality. And you've got so much coming in that you can't even get to it all. You've got, crews busy, but you're stuck. You're just stuck and you can't see the next level because there's not a system in place to handle the excess. So this is going to work for both sides of the spectrum, this strategy of, diagnosing, do you have enough leads? If not, then you're going to want to amp up your digital marketing and your efforts online to create leverage, whether that's through SEO, your existing website, paid ads, YouTube. These are different avenues that you can take. Pay per lead programs are out there. So in any case, solve the quantity problem. The quality problem has to do more with the sales cycle of, are you filtering these before they come in? So what I would recommend for that is, if calls are coming in, have a script ready for your sales team, your office admin to identify, who are they speaking with? Is it the sole decision maker? What type of job? Is it even something that you guys have capacity to do? How soon are they looking to get this done? After you send them out a quote or proposal, what are they going to do next? And if your solution, after they see your proposal, if it meets all their conditions of satisfaction, including price, are they going to be willing and able to move forward with a method of payment or loan? So having a systemized approach of qualifying these leads, because if they say up front, hey, I want to get this job done, this excavation job or septic job done, but it's not going to be for about a year. I'm just kind of price shopping. That's not something that you want to send someone across town to find out. You want to have a person pre-qualifying that up front, or a form, or what I'm going to show you next using a very advanced AI type of a system. All right. So you have lead quantity, lead quality. The other one is just no time, that you maybe are an owner operator out in the field, or perhaps you have a team of people and so many leads coming in that you just don't have time to get to them to follow up. And you know that leads are slipping through the cracks and people are getting ignored, and that's not good for business either. So what you want to do is identify these issues. That's the whole point I'm trying to make right here, is you want to identify which of these buckets do you fall into. Could be one, could be all of them. Lead quantity, lead quality, no time. So a pro tip is speed to lead wins. And I'm going to show you guys some alarming stats here in just a moment, but the only way to handle this is to automate your follow-up using like sophisticated AI tools that are on the market, or you can build your own. I'm going to show you a custom solution here in a bit, so stay tuned for that. But if you're automating your follow-up, then you're fixing that leaky bucket. And if you're removing redundant conversations like, what areas do you guys serve? Or what's a ballpark price? The list goes on and on of the redundant questions that you and your team get on a daily basis. You can use AI to solve a lot of those problems. Okay, so let's keep going. So why automation? In this day and age, do you even need it? Or is it better to just have a person handle all this for you? Well, the fact of the matter is you can't chase every lead manually. Am I right? What you can automate is, for instance, instant responses. So if they fill out a form, there should be a instant automation of, hey, we got your form. We're on it. We're reviewing this. When can we have a brief chat? We're reviewing this now. When can we have a brief chat? You can send that by email and text. The other part of that is calls going to voicemail are missed opportunities. And sometimes you may think, oh, well, that's an out-of-state number. You know, that's probably a solicitor or spam. Maybe, maybe not. The caller IDs don't always get it right. And that lead that you ignore could be your next best customer. So people are moving to the area. You know, they're looking to move to rural areas to have that country lifestyle, and they need to get excavation and septic work done on their properties. So I recommend an instant response for voicemails, which would be a missed call text back. That's automation. You can tie that in with AI and train the AI to know like your service area, ballpark prices, the services that you do offer, and have the AI filter out any services that you don't offer, instant responses, and then appointment setting. That it's at a point now with the AI and the automation where truly you don't need someone, a human, to book the appointment. Now, I know that sounds harsh, and I know some of you are probably thinking, well, I like the personal touch. You know, that's part of why people hire me, is they love the personalized approach. Sure, when you get to the sales process. So think of it as a two-step. The first step is stop chasing leads. Book the appointment now. Solidify in your prospect's mind, okay, cool. This company, they got in touch with me. They're on it. They were super fast. I'm going to book an appointment with them. And it looks like I got this handled. I don't need to go to Google and start searching for other companies because I already got an appointment booked with them. Once the appointment is booked, then you start your personalized building rapport during the sales process. But what I'm trying to show you guys, and you're going to see the stats in just a moment, that this is true, this is real, is that speed to lead wins. And if you are chasing leads, not booking appointments, you're not closing jobs. Okay? So the AI, the automation, helps you respond in seconds. not hours or days, which if it's taking hours or days, and I've talked to thousands of contractors, most are not getting in touch within the first hour to 2 hours. Many are actually waiting until the next day to follow up with that lead. And by that time, it's just too long, right? So let's look at some stats. 78% of customers choose the company that responds first to their inquiry. And then studies show 35 to 50% of sales go to the first responder. So that's why speed matters. Some other stats is that when contacting the lead in the first minute, that boosts conversions by 391% compared to slower responses, just by getting in touch within the first minute. So that's why those auto replies and instant responses are so important. Responding under 5 minutes makes a lead 9 to 21 times more likely to qualify compared to waiting 30 minutes or more. So this kind of data is all getting tracked. And I recommend that you go with the numbers and a data-driven approach rather than just base it off of feelings. Okay? So within 5 minutes, after just 5 minutes, the odds of connecting and qualifying will drop sharply by as much as 80%. So if you're not getting in touch within those first few minutes, it's very critical that 80% of the time, it's going to be gone if you're not there within 5 minutes. And so a lot of you, I know, are probably thinking, well, you know, leads on this platform suck. Leads on that platform suck. Do they? Well, yeah, I keep getting ghosted. That's why they suck. But why are you getting ghosted? Are you following up within the first 5 minutes? Be honest with yourself. Because if you're not, maybe the platform doesn't suck. Maybe there is some leaky bucket in your sales process, and you got to plug that. Companies responded within 5 minutes are 21 times more likely to qualify leads than those contacting after 30 minutes. Within 1 hour, businesses reaching out within 60 minutes are 7 times more likely to qualify leads than those waiting longer. Consumers expect a response within 10 minutes. So they did a large study, and most people expect a call back within 10 minutes. Okay. 95% of home service businesses fail to respond within 5 minutes. So you're not alone. If you're watching this video and you're like, well, I never respond within 5 minutes. That's, 95% of home service contractors. So just be aware of that, recognize it, and then move forward to fix it. 71% don't respond within an hour. 55% don't reply under or until after a full day. So more than half of excavation and septic contractors, just like you watching this video, more than half of you will not respond to a lead until the next day. By that point, you've already lost. Okay, a lot more statistics. I will share this somewhere, okay? But I want you guys to see that all this information, this data exists, and how you want to use it is up to you. So let me go back to my slides. So step 3 is to book pre-qualified appointments and focus on quality over quantity. So I'm going to give you some pointers on how to book pre-qualified appointments. But you want to get leads who are ready to buy, not just price shopping. That goes without saying. But you also want to be relationship minded. And by that, I mean, some people will hear, oh, they're like close to 2 months out. That's not worth my time. Well, if they want, need, and can afford your services and they're just waiting to close on a property, which is like prime time to get in as an excavation or septic contractor, then you need to build that relationship with them early on and lock in that deal. And then stay in front of them using lead nurture sequences. So use automation to filter out time wasters. Okay. And this can be done using pre-qualifying forms very well. The goal is to fill your calendar with real opportunities, not tire kickers. And I have a new video that I just put up today of a septic installation appointment booked yesterday on Sunday using AI. Okay, how to book septic installations without hiring more employees or lifting a finger, where the form was already pre-qualified up front, and then the voice AI agent, which I'll show you, went in because it was already a pre-qualified lead, and then requalified it over the phone and booked the appointment, all through automation. So there's literally 100 different automations and things moving in the background in seconds to book an appointment. So step 4 is build relationships or close fast. You have two kinds of leads. Those are the ready to buy now, and those are the ones that need nurturing, that you need to build a relationship. And so, for instance, on Google, Google is more of a high intent platform because people are typing in specifically like hire excavation contractor near me or septic installer near me. And ideally, you want to position your business in search results using ads or SEO at the exact moment they type that in. Then you capture that lead. That's the most high intent. And you pay a premium for that. And the cost per lead is going up because it works so well and it is scalable. The other type is the relationship building, which on platforms like, say, Facebook, Instagram, they're seeing your ad and then you're putting in a form or something to then pre-qualify them with a series of questions. Those are just as good, but they may be 2 to 4 weeks to even 2 months out, just due to the buying process that they're in. We see both. A business needs both to be successful. You need today's buyers and tomorrow's buyers. So the solution is a lead nurture funnel in both cases. That even if they're ready to buy now, sometimes life happens and they may not buy that day, that week, that month, but they will buy down the line. And same thing with other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, that you want to stay in front of them with weekly emails and occasional text messages that do not stop. They just loop until they opt out or buy from you. And then this way, when you call them back or your sales team calls them back, you're no longer a stranger. Oh yeah, I've been getting your emails here for the past month. Yep, we're ready to go. So you build trust over time. You stay top of mind until they're ready to say yes. And so the big takeaway is first, fix your funnel. That's going to equal more booked jobs, less stress. You need to diagnose and be real honest with yourself the problems in your sales funnel, which are what? Quantity, quality, or not enough time. Could be one of those, two of those, all three of those. You need to diagnose where you're at in the business in which you have. You're going, once you've got that figured out, you're moving on to the next step of now, how do I fine tune this machine? How do I build this machine with pre-qualified leads? And now how do I fine tune the sales process? You're going to automate it with follow-up and AI. And You're going to pre-qualify the appointments based on if they want, need, or can afford your services, which you can do all this pre-sales. And in this day and age, it's really expected that they know time is money. People know time is money. And if you're not asking the tough questions up front, you're setting yourself up for failure. Like asking, are you the sole decision maker when it comes to this excavation project? Or are you the sole decision maker when it comes to the septic install? They're not going to look at that as, oh, wow, this guy just wants to sell me. No, you're running a business, and a business cannot survive without new customers. And so you need to see where they're at. It's a very valid question. It's sales 101. And it's okay to be asking, well, after I put together a proposal and you like what you see, what would you do next? Totally a valid question. Are you going to just shop me around with other contractors? Are you going to move forward? And assuming, this makes good sense for you and meets all your conditions of satisfaction, including price, when would you want to start? Very valid question again, very valid. So be thinking in that way of, I want to do my pre-qualifying up front. And then after I book the appointment, that's when I can start building rapport and then close. This approach pre-qualifies appointments when you're using automation and AI. You book more because it's scalable. And your call to action, go ahead and think about what you want to do to get their job or to handle their work now. Maybe you have some sort of special warranties that you offer. Maybe you have guarantees. We have 10 to 12 guarantees that work really well and specialized offers for excavation and septic that we use with our clients. And what that does is it creates a unique selling proposition where you're not just haggling over price. Because if you have no specialized offer, if you can't provide something else better than just quality workmanship and a friendly attitude, how do you set yourself apart from your competitors? You can't. You have to have a better offer than them. And that's usually going to boil down to what warranties can you provide, what extra value added services, what guarantees can you provide them that your competitors can't. All right, so that's pretty much it of this. The next thing I want to show you, if you guys would like to see, is an actual AI booking in real time that just happened yesterday. So this appointment was booked on Sunday. So I should be able to share this, share sound. Oh, I don't hear anything. Let me try that again.
Hello?
Hi, Barry. My name's Scott, the AI bot with Roadway Inc. I just got a form from you requesting a free septic consultation. My job's to quickly help you with that. Does that sound good?
I was going to say I didn't expect you to be home on Sunday.
Yeah, we try to help folks get scheduled, even on weekends. Do you have 2 minutes to talk right now?
Oh, absolutely. No question. I'm retired, so.
Perfect, thanks. To help us better assist you, can you confirm if you're the property owner where the septic system will be installed?
Well, I will be. I'm purchasing a piece of land in probably Rockingham or Stratford County.
Got it. Thanks for sharing that. Congratulations on your upcoming purchase. To get a better idea.
Cross my fingers, all this stuff works.
Totally understandable. Buying land is a big step. To help us out, how many bedrooms will the home have?
1 or 2, probably 2, because of resale value. I don't care. I only need 1, and I'm going to live in it alone.
Absolutely, that makes sense. Thanks for letting me know. One more quick question, if we can help. And the septic,
sure.
If we can help and the septic system meets all your conditions, including price, when would you want to get started?
Probably as soon as I purchase the land and have received, I believe my realtor is telling me that it may take a little longer to get permission or a variance to install a mobile home. Now, I know you could probably start before that, which would be great, okay? So, like I said, but I do have to purchase the land, and that's going to take probably 2 months. It seems like all of this stuff goes real slow.
Thanks for explaining that. Sounds like there are a few steps before you're ready to break ground, but you'd want to get going as soon as everything's in place. I can have one of our...
Yes.
Thank you for letting me know. I can have one of our septic specialists give you a call to walk through everything. Great. What day and time would work best for a specialist to call and walk you through everything?
Oh, anytime tomorrow.
Thanks. Let me check our calendar for tomorrow so I can give you a few time options. Just a sec. We have a few times open tomorrow. Here are some options: 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m.
10 a.m.
You're all set. Our septic specialist will call you tomorrow at 10 a.m. I have scheduled your appointment, and you will get a text and email reminder. Thanks for your time, and goodbye for now. Okay. So now you guys see how that works. That whole conversation was literally AI. So hopefully you guys caught on to that. That was not a human. That was AI. And I don't think that guy even realized that he was talking to AI. But he was told up front. I think it's important to be honest and straightforward up front. And so it started off by saying, hey, my name is Scott, the AI bot, and you filled out a form, blah, 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 right? So by having a system in place like this, you're building a lead machine, an appointment setting machine, and ultimately a sales machine. Because the more pre-qualified leads that you can get through the door, that's the more opportunities. The more appointments you can book out of those is more opportunities. And then it gets to a point where your marketing starts compounding because you're building this massive sales pipeline, you're booking appointments, and you're creating a system of leverage. See how much different that is than relying on word of mouth? Or for those of you that are just getting bombarded with so many leads and you don't have the time. Do you see how a system like this that automatically goes through, calls, pre-qualifies leads, and books them into your calendar is more efficient than, say, having a salesperson manually call through a list? I mean, there is a place for that. But early on in the sales cycle, before you get to the rapport building, you can use a system like this to start creating leverage. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this training. I wanted to show you guys how excavation and septic contractors are successfully scaling their sales using digital marketing, automation, AI, and this strategy, which I just showed you. So hopefully I delivered on that today. Comment below if you got value out of this. Thank you so much. Bye.